Hey everyone, it's May 27th. That means that if today is your birthday, you share it with alleged serial killer Wayne Williams, who's believed to be responsible for the Atlanta child murders from 1979 to 1981. And that is him right up there. Williams is a native of Atlanta, born in 1958 in the Dixie Hills neighborhood, from which many of the victims disappeared. His childhood was fairly typical, and he graduated with honors from high school, after which he dedicated his time to trying to become a DJ. He ran an amateur radio station from his parents' house and worked intermittently at some local radio stations, using his contacts as a means of talking to teenagers about the music business. He studied psychology at Georgia State University but dropped out after 2 years. Williams often made up stories about how successful he was, branding him in the neighborhood as a liar. He only had one run in with the police prior to becoming the prime suspect in the child murders, and that was for impersonating an officer in 1976. In 1979, black children started going missing, with their bodies typically found showing signs of being abused before they were killed. They were all abducted from the same general area in Atlanta, and the FBI was called in to assist the local police with the investigation. Victims ranged in age from 9 to 21, and the nascent criminal profiling division was hard at work trying to determine who was responsible for these deaths. With racial tensions high in the South at this time, many felt the police weren't doing enough to try to solve the cases or stop future murders because the victims were black. The FBI predicted that the killer would dump his next victim in a body of water to try and hide evidence, and in 1981 they finally caught a break. After dozens of unsolved murders, detectives were staking out the Chattahoochee River late at night when they heard a splash and saw a station wagon driving away from a bridge. They pulled the car over and found Williams driving, claiming that it was on his way to meet with a singer at 3 in the morning. 2 days later, the nude body of a 27-year-old man was found in the river near where the splash was heard, and the authorities were sure that they had their man. Williams held a press conference to profess his innocence and caused a media sensation around the case. Arrested 2 weeks later after heavy surveillance, he was tried and convicted of killing two young men, being sentenced to life in prison. It is strongly believed that he also abused and killed the 26 children who were killed. He maintains his innocence to this day, claiming that the KKK was behind the crimes, though there have been no killings since his arrest that match the profile of the murders. The cases are still officially unsolved, with investigations periodically being reopened over the last 40 years, though no alternative theories of a different killer have been found that make any sense. Some family members of victims believe that the wrong man has been blamed all these years, but advanced forensic testing over the last couple decades has made the case stronger, with tests on hair samples found on multiple victims matching his DNA. The case was officially reopened in 2019, and new DNA testing is ongoing, but no results have yet been announced from the latest round of the investigation. Was Wayne Williams the Atlanta child murderer? We'll probably never know for sure, but it seems to me that it's more likely than not. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Drop me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Wayne Williams, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.